Hey y'all crazy kids, let's do some CAD practice. Back at it again, welcome to OnShape. I've already got a document created, CAD practice 2. Today we're going to be working on extrudes and removal extrudes. So this is the shape we want to make. It has two little indents in it, so those are removal extrudes and a removal extrude up here. All on one large extrude. So, let's get rid of this, get it out of my way so that we can remake it. Alright, so then I'm going to delete these sketches so we can go all the way from the beginning. Okay, so first up, we always want to start with a sketch. So we'll start with sketch 1. I want this to be on the top plane. Now that that's selected, we can go to normal view using the shortcuts N and P on our keyboard. Normal view, get rid of planes. So we are going to be using a center point rectangle. There are two kinds. There's a corner rectangle and a center point rectangle. We're going to use a center point rectangle for this. So this is the origin. This is kind of where all the planes cross. It is the center of like your workspace, and it's really good to center things off of that if you're going to be like working a lot of center-based items. So we are going to use that as our center for our center point rectangle. Once that's done, we are going to accept the sketch. Now, let's extrude. So we click extrude up by the sketch button. We need to pick a face to extrude, that's this one, and we can drag this up or we can enter it in, but I'm just going to drag it. Let's make it a little taller. We're not really concerned about measurements right now. And let's click OK. Cool. Now, we're going to do another sketch, but this time it's for that removal piece, because we have to remove this section out here, this block that needs to be taken out. So, we're going to start another sketch by clicking Sketch, and now we need a face to work off, right? So you can actually, instead of using one of the top, right, or front planes as your plane, you can create a plane by clicking on a face of an item. So I just created a plane for sketch 2 by clicking on this face. So let's go back to normal view and do another center point rectangle. Now you want to make sure that it joins up with the edges here. So make sure it turns orange on the edge where you have it, and then let go where it's still orange. Okay, let's accept this, and now we have a section there to cut out. So we'll pick extrude, we'll say remove extrude this time instead of like a solid. So we're going to do remove, click on this, and you see it automatically goes down. If it were to go up, then just click the arrow. It'll probably automatically go down, but just in case. I'm going to make this a little shallower. Beautiful. Okay, make sure it merges with part 1. This is part 1, that earlier extrude. Just make sure it merges with that, because otherwise it might not fully take effect. So we're going to accept the extrude with the little green arrow, and we are almost done. We just have to do those two little indents. So we're going to start a sketch, and we're going to use that trick we learned about planes as faces. So we need a plane. We're going to choose the front face. Well, the front face of this block, that is, not the actual front plane. Okay, so now let's get a normal view, and now I'm going to do a small rectangle that is going to go right here. Beautiful. Now I'm also going to draw a line, so I click on the line tool, which is right here, and the construction line tool, which is right here. Basically, the construction line tool just means that it'll be a dotted line. Now, I'm lining this up with the origin since we centered the rectangle earlier, so that'll work out pretty well for me, because that way I don't have to worry about making sure that it's centered. I use Escape to get out of the line tool. Now, I'm going to mirror this design, so first we need to select a mirror line. That's why we put this here. And now we are selecting the entities to be mirrored, so that's those, and there it goes. We can deselect mirror, we can delete this line just to get it out of our face, and accept the sketch. Perfect. So let us finish this. So we're going to do one more extrude. It's going to be a removal extrude. It's going to be here and here. Now you see that's kind of deep, So I'm going to make it a 1/4 inch and see how that goes. I say enter and that'll show me what it'll look like, and I like that. It's merging with part 1, it's a remove, and we're good. Accept. And there we go. It's not exactly like the piece we started off with, but I'd say it's close enough. We're not really doing measurements right now, so as long as it's the right shape and has the same features, I'd say you're good. Alright, have fun, and good luck to ya. Adios.